Hi Pookie Besties. We're starting this week's vlog in Colorado. It is so pretty here. It's stunning. I thought it would be so fun to do like a cozy cabin reading vlog. I'm here in Colorado because I get invited every March to like an invite-only retreat. And I say invite-only because every time I post about it, people are like, oh my gosh, send me the website link, but it's unfortunately invite-only. And I'm here with some of my closest friends, some people that I've never met before, and we all get our cabins and our roommates, and it's just a fun 70 hours that we're here. So I'm like, let's make the most of it. I brought some cozy books to read, do a fun little cozy cabin reading vlog because I don't come to Colorado very often, just the one time a year every March, mostly because the altitude. We are like, I don't even know how high up in the freaking air we are right now. I'll have to put on the screen, but the altitude sickness is real. We've already had some vom. We've already had some sicknesses. It's kind of hard to acclimate because you're like just thirsty all the time. You kind of feel like an airhead. But honestly, I think I might be getting used to it because this year is probably the year I feel the best. Out of all the other years, I actually feel pretty normal. So anyway, let's do a cozy cabin reading vlog. First, let me just show you my view. Yeah. I'll also give you guys a little tour of the cabin. Let's go. Going in. We have our little living area. I'm sleeping on the pull-out couch because this actually wasn't even supposed to be my room, but Gloria, we were driving by this window, and Gloria, if you guys remember Gloria, I met Gloria in 2018 in Israel, and literally I was driving by and she texted me and was like, girl, we have a pull-out couch, like come stay. And I said, I'm on my way. So I'm being on the pull-out couch because last year when I came, I stayed with someone I hadn't met yet. And so this year I kind of want to stay with like a friend, somebody I did know, so I can come back and giggle and kiki and laugh and like be fun and cute. So I'm on the couch, you know, it's fine. I had my little workspace, uploading a video. This is all me, okay? And then we go in here into like the actual room. Gloria, Melissa. Cute view out of this window is so pretty. I cannot believe there's snow, it's stunning. And then we have like the little bathroom area. Cute. And then this is like our real bathroom. The showers are so nice. It's like genuinely a resort style cabin. I'm obsessed with it here. I brought a few books with me and I put them in my laptop sleeve because I didn't want them to get messed up. I was kind of stressed about it. I brought 2 books. I brought my book club book of the month, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. This is a YA mystery. And oh my gosh, the girls in the book club are loving it. And I'm like, I need to find time to read this. So now's my time. I also brought, because I was like, what else is giving like, don't look, what else is giving like a springy, cozy vibes? Also like an easy, I feel like easy read, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Mostly because I feel like this is like, it's like an encyclopedia, so I feel like you're reading, I'm not sure, but I feel like it's kind of more like diary, journal, entry style, and I feel like that would just be so fun to read. So these are the options. These are the options for the next 48 hours that I'm here. I think I might, what should I read first? I think I might start Emily Wilde. We'll see. It's 12:20 and lunchtime, so I'm gonna head to like the main cabin and have some lunch. Please tell me if you can relate to this, but like on a retreat, I don't know, some people cry more than others. It really just depends like what you're going through and stuff. But one thing about me, if I see another person crying, I literally start crying too. And I don't understand why, because even like if people are crying over something happy, as soon as I can see that they're like starting to cry, I start to cry. Why is that? Like, it's very interesting. Like, I cannot help but cry. and I'm like crying my makeup off my face because I can't hold it together. Like, it's not weird per se, but I do just kind of like wonder why am I crying? And like, I'm looking around the room, and some other girls I notice do cry like when other people cry, but most of the room is not crying every time somebody else is crying. What do we call that? What is that? You guys want to see the makeup I brought? I didn't bring very much. I just brought the Tower 28 Sunny Days because we're in the mountains. Gotta have the SPF, you know? I brought my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I brought my MAC Strobe cream. I brought my L'Oreal Telescopic Lash. Brought my like Big Jones Road powder brush, my Makeup by Mario brush, eyelash curler, the one I always use, and then Benefit for my brows. And that's all. Oh, this, did I tell you guys about this blush? My brain. This Physicians Formula Mauve Matte Blush. I feel like this is the perfect neutral blush for like brown skin tones. It went viral on TikTok, I'm pretty sure, because of that reason. It's just so, it's so pretty. And you can, it's like a swirl, and it smells like sweetness. I don't know, but I like it. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands, and then we're gonna go. I should put on pee first, and then we can go. I'm like loving this year so much here, because all the other past years I always would stay at like the main cabin, because we have to walk, unless you rented a car, you have to walk to and from your cabin. And I'll show you guys once I'm walking down. Like, it's a pretty steep walk, and the air is skinny. Okay, the air is like that thin. Okay, anyway, I was saying, I never, like the past 2 years, hung out in my room because my cabin was upstairs all the way like up the mountain. No. I would be like, like lungs burning because of how difficult like the little hike is back to the cabin every time. So once I was down for the day, like I was not going back up, but because I switched cabins this year, I'm so much closer. And I also have Wi-Fi. My other cabin, like most of the cabins, do not have any Wi-Fi, and it's been nice because I need to do schoolwork. And now I can also talk to Kaylin. Whereas all the other past years, I haven't been able to talk to him from the room. So it's been kind of cool, honestly. I might need to request this room from here on out because it's pretty nice. Although my last room did have heated floors, which that was pretty cool, you know, that was pretty cool. Okay, what time is it? Okay, let's go. Here's my little OOTD, if you guys can even see. It's kind of dark, I feel like. I'm just wearing my Skims long sleeve and these Free People overalls. Although the back is like a pulley thing, and it kind of loosens up as I wear it. So I always have to reach back and like cinch it back up. But other than that, it's pretty cute actually. I feel like this is these overalls are very like Christian speaker aesthetic. Gloria's here. Longtime friend. I guys know Gloria. Love her. We're rooming together.
Per usual.
I'm gonna make all my friends be in a clip with me. This is Ryan.
Hi.
I love her.
I love you.
The lips? It matches your lips. Yes. What are you doing? I'm recording you.
What are you doing? Yeah, red for sure. With the lips?
Oh yeah, that's cute. You need to have them take a picture of you when you're out.
Oh yeah, I'll be sure to do that. Oh my goodness.
Chauncey is also here. She's part of the OG Hawaii girlies.
OG Hawaii over here.
Agree. Okay. 100%.
I also kind of felt like, okay, you're kind of being doubtful. Like, I feel like obviously he was giving me red flags.
Yes.
And she was just kind of like, no.
who is it? Who is it? Who is it? And then I was like, it's Kyra.
Her voice?
No, because maybe the way she says some things, but some of her mannerisms and like she's witty. And you, like, I felt like it was like...
I'm honored.
It was like all positive things.
Well, yesterday when we were like doing the intros and we had to say like our name or whatever with the thing, I was going to say like, Caddy Kyra. I was like, I'm... But I was like, no, that's
would have been like...
That's not a good one.
That's like the...
Okay. Let me know if you have any questions. Sorry?
What was that?
Let me know if you have any questions.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. So, you shot a shotgun?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just been a while. I don't really remember. Wait, how do I open it?
You're gonna want to pull that lever all the way to the right. Yeah. Make sure you open it all the way. Yeah. Perfect.
I'm nervous.
Put your feet a little farther apart. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah!
Okay!
Oh. That's incredible. Now what do I do?
Eject. Did you see the same thing? Yeah.
That's amazing.
She's like, I'll just
the
take
shell.
one turn.
She left the shell.
I know.
Yay!
Incredible.
She's like, bet.
Oh, the horses. Friendship is making your friends take pictures of you. Okay, I honestly feel like this is better because it's kind of shady.
Okay.
Do you think?
Which?
I'm nervous.
Oh no, not
Okay,
that
hold on.
way.
Wait, what about over here?
I know.
Look who else is here.
Oh, this is wide.
I know. Everyone's been asking. What
Last
game is this? Last day.
It's been good. What has been like highlight?
Oh, honestly, I loved meeting Melissa. So, like, I changed rooms, and she also lives in DFW. So it's been really nice. I love meeting her. And then obviously just all the laughing and hanging out. Okay, what about you?
I think honestly, being on the horses, I know like every year I love being on the horses. It's just so peaceful. I took a nap on it. I felt safe to take a nap. Yeah. I took a little sleep. I was like,
You fell asleep on the horse?
yeah, I love it. I didn't like sway. I knew I was like, yeah, I felt so I love it. I love it. I love it.
spring, everyone. But I thought that we would just kind of keep the cozy vibes going, and I'll just keep vlogging cozy vibes this week. Okay.
Look.
Yeah. You're yuck.
Please. Mommy.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to use the bathroom, like to go pee before I got in the bath. So when I got in the bath, I had the urge to pee like the entire time. And I swear, like 3 different times I got like this close to urinating in my bath against my own will. Good morning. I shaved my face yesterday, so I'm not gonna do any makeup today, I don't think. I'm just going to curl my eyelashes and maybe do something with my brows. I'm filming a super fun reel today, matching my outfits to like my favorite book tropes, book vibes. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna word it yet, but I'm genuinely so excited to film it. I feel like it's such a creative idea, and I can't wait to see what I put together. I also ordered some syrups for my coffee and for my matcha. In my last vlog, I think I went to Starbucks and they had new lavender foam matcha, and it's really good. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles. So I ended up just ordering my own lavender syrup so I can make it at home. But I'm not gonna make the foam. I'm just gonna like put the lavender in the matcha, so it'll just be a lavender matcha. And I'm really interested to see how it's gonna taste. I'm also breaking out like a lot. Like, I don't know what's going on. It's not fun. Maybe it's because I'm on my period. I don't know. And I'm like breaking out a lot in my eyebrows. Like, what is up with that? Okay, let's make a lavender matcha. I'm so excited. Taste test. Hopefully it's good because I don't want to make another one. I'm nervous. Okay, add a little bit more lavender. It tastes like Fruity Pebbles. That's crazy. I killed it. It has the exact same flavoring as the Starbucks one. Or like the foam. I'm crying because I spent hours last night, cleaning up our bedroom, and now this is the aftermath of me filming that reel. I am very proud of it though. I ended up doing like dressing like my favorite tropes, my favorite book tropes, and I feel like it turned out really cute, so I'm excited. But now I need to kind of clean all this up, but not really that much because I have to shoot with the same stuff tomorrow. my to-do list is miles and miles. Oh, there you go. Hello, Jelly Cat. Miles and miles long. And all I want to do is just lay here and read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. That's all I want to do. So I think I might just treat myself and sit here and read for like a couple hours. And then we all see this laundry just staring at me. And I have so much homework. So much homework. But I think I need to just treat myself for a second, you know? Like, it just needs cozy vibes. So I'm gonna sit here and read. I totally thought Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, like, it was gonna be quick, kind of like journal entries. And they are journal entries, but each journal entry is like 10 to 15 pages. So I thought that they were gonna be like shorter and punchier, but they're actually pretty long. But I also thought the story was gonna be more like, I don't know, less of a story and more just like random facts about where they're at, like the fairies and things. But it's actually so interesting. Like, I am loving it. I am thinking about it almost all day whenever I'm not reading. And it's so good. It's so interesting. So I'm gonna keep reading. They basically get on a boat, a ship, and she is like searching for the hidden ones and other little fairies, and she's gathering information, creating a book that she's going to sell. But she has like a guy who is a mentor, and he kind of causes some problems. She has a very interesting personality, and they just encounter a lot of bumps in the road on their voyage. So I'm super interested in what is gonna happen. Let me see how far in I am. Currently 35% in. So I'm gonna keep reading. I'm so tired. I did not really read at all when I was laying in bed. I read maybe for like 15-20 minutes, and then I just scrolled because honestly, listen here, hear me out. I feel like when you don't spend a lot of time on your phone, like, it actually kind of feels good to scroll sometimes. I know, I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. Like, I never thought me, but with so much reading, sometimes it just feels good. Lay your head on the pillow, bone out, and just, like, it just feels good. It's so mind-numbingly good that that's what I just did for a couple hours. Now I came back in my office because, guys, I have a lot to do. I can show you, but I just have to cover something up first because I need privacy. So on my planner, I have like every school assignment that is due this week, and then also like any reading lectures. So I kind of just went through and marked them, like what I need to do on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so that all of my work is kind of spread out. And that honestly immediately helps me, because I feel like the reason I also scrolled on my phone is because I have felt so overwhelmed. I also am in the middle of filming my monthly reset for April, and I still have a lot of that to do, plus all my schoolwork, plus like brand deal stuff that I need to turn in. Name a woman who does it all. Anyway, I bought some slime because I love slime, and I've wanted to buy like real slime, like make an investment, you know? So I bought some Taylor Swift slime. This is $19.89, and this smells like just Clean, which I love because Clean is probably my favorite song on the 1989 album. And it's so good. Like, it's just nice. Like, I could just take my anger out on this thing. Like, it just feels good, you know, like I just want to like, I love it. I love it so much. It's very, it's just nice. I feel like when the OG slime craze was happening back in like 2016, 2017, I did like slime then, but me and Kaylin would make slime. I'll insert some footage, but I have not I feel like it's coming back around and it's getting really popular again, or not getting really popular, it is really popular. And so on my Instagram reels, the Scoopability reels, it's too good. They get me every time. So I got like this, like it's kind of like a Flomy type one, 1989, Taylor's version, cute. And then I also, this one I haven't really opened yet, but this one is the Karma is a Cat one. I really loved it because I really just wanted to try the clear one because I feel like this is going to be my favorite texture. I can't believe I'm doing a slime haul right now. And yeah, that feels good. That feels right. And there's like confetti in it. So let's try to get this out. Okay. Oh, this one feels completely different. Okay. It's so pretty. I love her. I love her. That's so fun. You know, I really get into it because I took my wedding ring off to do this. Like, that's how into this I am. It's just nice. Oh, it's so fun. Okay. Conference day. So the boys are out of school while the teachers do parent-teacher conferences. I need to leave in like 4 days. In 4 minutes. And taking my little CBD gummy. Anytime I have plans, I get so anxious about it. It's like, it's a parent-teacher conference, girl. Calm down.
Turn into a boat. Why are you doing that?
So we went to parent-teacher conferences, but do you ever make yourself so cozy that you over cozy and you almost put yourself to sleep? That's me right now. I am so cozy, so comfortable. The heat is going. It just feels like I just want to take a nap, but I can't. So I'm cracking this baby open. I slept like 8 hours last night. Honestly, I needed 10. I won't lie. I needed 10, but it's 12:45. I have a meeting at 2:30. And I have still this much work to do before the week is over, including my first exam for history. This was literally my search history last night when I was doing my homework, because I love history, but I love studying little small parts like guerrilla warfare, philosophical giants, how they fit in. But the overall structure, like going from Mesopotamia, the discovery of the United States, to like the discovery of the world to here to where we are now, there was just so much going on that I'm like, I need a timeline because I feel like I just have all these facts, but I don't understand how everything fits into where. And I feel like that is really, it's hard to memorize anything when you don't understand the why behind anything, you know? Anyway, I have been doing note cards on all of my notes. This class is definitely, he didn't come to play. He didn't come to play. This is on maybe like 2/3 of the tests, like this stack of note cards. So I still have a whole third to go of studying and making more note cards. So this stack is gonna be pretty thick. It's gonna be a lot of memorizing. And I do feel like though, the more I go, the more I'm continuing to watch lectures, the more I am understanding the bigger picture. And in the beginning, he does give us like this timeline, which helps. But boy, oh boy, this is something. But honestly, I feel like this is like how a lot of people feel about history, because when I looked it up on Reddit, so many people were like, it's information overload. How are you supposed to even like understand? Like, it's so overwhelming from the jump that it's like, never mind, I don't want to do this anymore. But I have to do it because I have to take this history class, World History 1. Next, over summer, I'll take World History 2 and probably US history. So I have like half of the year studying history. So I need to understand so it can be like building blocks. But holy moly, it's exhausting. And I'm like, I just want to take a nap. I want to take a nap so badly. I'm also on my period, so like the desire to take a nap is just heightened. Okay, anyway, let's get this done. I want to finish like 4 more lectures. Yeah, because I only have like an hour until 2. I want to finish like 4 more lectures by 2 o'clock. So let's see if I can do that. Oh wait. Oh, I have to also write a discussion. So I need to listen to a few more lectures and do the discussion before 2. Okay. This is genuinely the best part. Marking off everything that I've done. Meet me.
Pick me.
Let's do a little reading update. I just cleaned my entire house. Like, I went psycho mode cleaning my house, and it feels so good. So I'm just feeling very cozy. Let's do an update though. I finished Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I think maybe originally I think I rated this like 4.5, but she gets a 5 because I literally love it. This is what I wore. I read this book like 2 months ago. Like, I finished it like 2 months ago. This is what I wore for Mother's Day. Like, I think about fairies all the time now. Like, this book, I just loved it. You would think that it's gonna be super cozy, but trust me, it's definitely cozy, cute, whimsical vibes. And I thought it was gonna be like no plot, just her kind of writing this encyclopedia of like what plants she's finding, like what kind of fairies she's seeing. Miss Emily Wilde does run into some problems, and it's very interesting because she runs into all these different type of fae. Most of them are very conniving. They like to do a lot of trade, but you think you're getting an even trade, but they always kind of slip something in there. I don't want to spoil anything, so you're definitely just gonna have to read it for yourself. I love this edition also with these kind of edges. Somebody remind me what these edges are called, where it's like torn. The book is just, it's beautiful. I love the color. I just love everything about it. I love this little world. I did not go into this thinking it was gonna be a 5-star, but I'm gonna reread this. Like this is a book I would 100% reread. It was beautiful, stunning, magnificent. It also a lot of times had me on my toes. Like I needed to know what was gonna happen next, and you wouldn't think because like so many people just describe this as like a cozy, not much going on read, but I actually feel like the plot was pretty strong. Like there is a clear introduction of characters, telling the story, problem arises, problem is solved, another problem arises, problem is solved, another problem solved, massive problem, taking you through a whole massive problem, and then the ending gets wrapped up. But there's also a second book after this one. So yeah, I didn't feel like it was just vibes kind of book. I feel like the plot was plotting, the conflict was conflicting. There was like a little bit of romance, which was also fun. This had everything for me. This was everything for me. So 5 stars. Love her. I also just love I just put her on my shelf and I just love looking at her. Like I think about this book probably once a week since I've read it. Okay, then I started reading The Midnight Library. I'm like actually way further in it than that. I don't even know how far I am. I'm probably like this much done with it. I knew I was gonna like it based off the theme, the premise. Also, how I came across this book was so fun because I took myself on a little single date by myself, probably like a year ago. Yeah, probably a year ago. And I overheard there was a group of ladies and they were all having brunch. And they were talking about how they all had read The Midnight Library and loved it. And I put it in my notes app because I was like, I gotta read it. Like, it sounds so good. So I finally, a year later, am finally reading it. And I love it. Me and Kaylin hasn't even read it, but I've described the premise to him and like some of the conflicts that Nora faces. And we've had like hour-long conversations about this book. And I actually feel like this book will change the way that you live. So basically, we're following Nora. She hates her life and like wants to not be alive anymore. So she is transported to the Midnight Library, where basically she's greeted by a librarian and she has to, the Midnight Library is like a place between the life you're living and like being dead, like the after. And being dead. So while she's kind of in this in between, she has the opportunity to choose a different life. Except she is so caught up, I think, in just being the victim of it all, along with other things. Sorry, I feel like I'm flashing, so I'm gonna put my jelly right here. That she almost doesn't even want to choose another life because she's like, I just don't even want to be alive. So basically, each book in the Midnight Library represents a different life. And there's also a massive book of regrets, of all the regrets she's ever had, like not wearing the white shirt when she wanted to wear it, like small regrets to the biggest ones of like not marrying X or not talking to her mom or going no contact with her dad or whatever. So there's like this huge book of regrets. And based on those regrets, she can choose different lives. And some of the books have different thicknesses, and she's just basically trying out all these lives. And it's crazy because some of the biggest regrets that she had, she thinks like, oh, if I could just go back on that one regret. So she goes to that life and it's actually not at all what she was expecting it to be. And she's like, actually, never mind, I don't want this one anymore. And then she's transported back to the Midnight Library. That's kind of like the simple way of putting it. You'll have to read it because it's truly so interesting. And I feel like it's made me think about like my book of regrets and not romanticizing different life paths I could have taken, because you don't know if you would have taken that other life path if you would even still be alive. And that's like what the librarian is telling her, like, you don't know if in this other life you were even alive, so you're spending all this time regretting and whining when it's like, do something about it. I haven't finished the book, but my theory is that she actually is going to choose her current life. I feel like that would be a great end to the story. Like, I feel like that would be a great message to everyone of like romanticizing all these regrets and feeling like now our life is over because we've missed that past opportunity. And it's like, no, we are in control of our lives in so many ways. We are in control of the decisions we make. So like, you know, live, like do it. Don't be afraid to live. I don't know. I have loved this book. I probably sound like a kook because I just resonate with this so much. Like, this is how I live my life. Like getting married young, having kids young, living in Texas, moving to a new state where I have no family, no babysitter, nothing. And I moved with a 1.5-year-old and a 2-month-old. Okay. And I just love, I'm all about the risk taking in order to get to the life that I want to live. And one of my phone screen like locks is this like vision board of what I want my year to look like. Okay. Disney, I put Disney on here because this year I really wanted to go. And then we literally got invited to Disneyland last month. Like, hello. I also put like Cape Cod on here, and I went on a trip to Cape Cod with my friend in January. And we like went to all these like amazing book places and libraries and cafes, and it was so much fun. And like saving money, I put a picture of like this bed because I want to be more tidy, and I just talked about how I clean my house. So anyway, I'm all about taking action. I never feel like I am not ever, but like for the most part, I never feel like my life is over or that it's defeated because I didn't get what I wanted in one instance of life. Like, I'm still in control of so much, and there's still so much that can be done even when things are hard or when bad things have happened to me, in the many trials I've been through in life. Yeah, I am like, this book is so good to me. I've actually been reading it on my Kindle too. I updated my Kindle. I don't know if I showed you guys. I changed some of the stickers on here. The Meowdy cat just gets me every time. I love him. And the little Aristocats, I don't know, it's so cute. But anyway, let's see how far in I am. 74% in with, I don't know how much, an hour left in the book. So I think that I'm just gonna chill and read tonight. I told you guys in one of my past vlogs that I'm getting a new chair in my office. I told you guys that months ago, and it's finally getting here on Wednesday. Today is Monday. So I cannot wait to get it because I feel like it's gonna be ultimate cozy vibes. And I think after I finish reading this book, I'm gonna read one more cozy book to complete the stack. Just love a good cozy stack. And yeah, I can't believe it's been so long since I posted on this channel. School has had me so swamped that I definitely fell into quite the reading slump. Like, I've been wanting to read, but I just haven't really had the time. And now it's summer, so I'm just taking one summer class. I pulled back a little bit so I can kind of enjoy my life a little bit more. It can't all be about progressing in one thing. I want to progress in multiple things. So hopefully that will set me up for some more consistent uploads during the summer. I think because if you've been around for a while, you know that I absolutely thrive in the summer. So let's read. In one life, she was a travel vlogger who had 1.7 million YouTube subscribers. Me? Okay, I have like 40 minutes left. The end is so cute. So she's having like this moment, because in different lives, some of them she has kids, some of them she doesn't. In this life she's currently in, she has a kid. And I mean, obviously when you're like entering a life that has been being lived by you, but not like literally you, it's interesting how like she adapts, because she doesn't just instantly get a download of everything she's supposed to know in order to like act like she's been the one in that life the entire time. So in the ones where she has kids, it's super interesting, because like to go from not being a mom to being a mom anyway, she starts to like have love for this daughter in this life. And she said, you could eat in the finest restaurants, you could partake in every sensual pleasure, you could sing on a stage in Sao Paulo to 20,000 people, you could soak up whole thunderstorms of applause, you could travel to the ends of the earth, you could be followed by millions on the internet, you could win Olympic medals, but this was all meaningless without love. That is so true. And especially with Mother's Day being yesterday, I just resonate with that so much. My life before kids, yes, I had so many fun moments, adventures, and things, but my life after kids, although having kids makes my life harder in a lot of ways, every experience I have now has this like vibrancy to it. It's almost like the saturation has been increased since having kids. It just adds an extra layer, and it, like the book is saying, like it adds love, a different kind of love to your life that I hadn't experienced before I had kids. Even though I met Kaylin when I was 11, and we've been together since we were 16, and I was very much in love with him. There's something about the love that you have for your children, somebody who came from you, that just makes all of the experiences after having kids just more vibrant and better, honestly. And like, I love that that's depicted in this book. Like, it's so, so beautiful to me. Got done working out. I'm waiting for Kaylin in the car, but I brought my book with me. I started reading Happy Place last night, and I got to chapter 6. And we read Happy Place. Did we read Happy Place for the book club? I think we read we read Happy Place for the book club last year, and I really did not like it. Like, something about it was just really stupid to me. Like, I was just like, I'm not vibing with this. So this month for May, we voted on Funny Story by Emily Henry. And I honestly, if I don't like an author's work, I'm definitely open to reading at least one more book of theirs to see, and preferably more recent work, because their writing probably gets better as time goes on. And I'm 6 chapters in. How many pages is that? 50 exactly. And the writing to me seems so much different than Happy Place. If you've read both, tell me. And I don't know if it's because I have been like in such a, not like a reading slump, honestly, but more of like I just haven't had time to read, and I've been so like anxious to start reading again that I don't know if I'm just loving it more because I'm romanticizing it because I've missed this hobby of mine, so I'm liking it more. I don't know. Is the writing actually different? Is the story actually different? I don't know. Also, I might just like the premise of this story more than Happy Place, but at the beginning of the year, I already said that I was going to reread Happy Place just to give it a second go, because there's so many people that love it, and I'm just like, there has to be something wrong with me. But now that I've started this, I'm like, for sure I have to reread Happy Place, because I gave it a bad, like, I did not like it, and I think it might have just been me. Like, I don't know. So, I don't know, because at the beginning of the year, I already said I was going to reread Happy Place. But after starting this, I'm like, I for sure am going to reread it now. I mean, I'm only 50 pages in, but I honestly feel like I can tell if I'm going to like a writing style. Like, 50 pages in is pretty good. And I'm really liking this. I'm interested. In Discord, in the book club, you can make it to where, like, if there's any spoilers, there are like black boxes that cover it, and then you have to tap it to uncover so nobody gets anything spoiled. There are so many black box messages because something happens in the book, or like, I don't know what the girlies think about it, because I don't want to tap the black box and get it spoiled. So I want to like get through a good portion of this. Like, I want to get to like chapter 16 today so that I can untap some of the messages, because apparently there's some tea and I want to know what the tea is. So anyway, chapter 6. Kaylin just got back, so we're gonna go, I think, to the library or a coffee shop or something. Okay, I look rough. I went on a run and took a shower, washed my hair. Now, also, look how much longer my hair is. I stopped getting haircuts this year because I was like, let's just see. I know people like do not stop cutting your hair, like it's gonna whatever. Every time I cut bangs in like 2021, tell me why I'm going into 2024 and my bangs are still not going into my ponytail, because I kept getting cuts every 4 months and she was trimming the bangs. Which I get it, like obviously you don't want to just trim the longest pieces, like trim your whole head, but I feel like we were cutting off all the progress. Now my bangs are finally down to here. So I stopped getting haircuts, and honestly, like I might get one trim this year. Yeah, it's like getting so much longer. And this is with a sweater on. Let's see what it looks like without a sweater. Yeah, like mid back. I'm not mad at that. Yeah, my hair like was not, I mean obviously it was growing, but we were just trimming off, I feel like, almost all of the new growth, and it was very annoying to deal with bangs when like I wanted my bangs gone years ago. So anyway, now I'm gonna take some BCAAs because I can barely walk. I'm so sore. Every week, normally on Wednesdays, I post an Instagram reel of my running journey. And so you guys, this what I'm talking about won't be up for a couple more weeks, but 2 weeks ago I was running and I was like really hurting for I don't know what reason. And I think it was, I don't know if like somehow I injured myself when we went to Disneyland. I genuinely do not know, but I came back and I'm pretty sure I had shin splints and some kind of like quad injury. I don't know. I went on a run and it hurt so bad. So I'm going to be posting that real soon. But anyway, I say all that because this was my first run back after taking a 2-week break to try and like heal and get better. I even stopped going to the gym, just like fully reset, because I literally was like, I could barely make it back to my car. That's how much it hurt. So I'm really hurting now, like just because of soreness from not working out. But I'm gonna take these, this is peach rings from Alani Nu. I bought these with my own money. And Alani's just my favorite, ever, just my favorite. Wait, these are actually so good. I like this. It almost tastes like a peach lemonade because it's kind of sour. I'm too shocked I like that because I definitely thought it was going to be nasty or like chalky, but this flavor is so good, like I kind of want to just chug it. Okay, now I'm going to make some breakfast and then we're going to read. I love, like, after you work out, okay, listen. It's summer. It's sunny out. It's humid. You work out, you go on a run, you get your vitamin D. You've already drank multiple cups of water. You're sweaty. You come home, you take an everything shower, and then you get into the baggiest thing you can find. That's just the best feeling.
What's your socks? Can't run because you see. This tank is socks.
Good morning. It's literally about to storm. Ooh. And Kaylin, well, we're at the gym right now, but I'm not gonna go inside because I don't want to work out today because I already worked out 4 times this week. So I think I'm just gonna take a little rest day. But I told Kaylin I would sit in the car and read while he goes to the gym. So we're back in Funny Story. I didn't read it all yesterday, so I'm only on page 108. My reading goal today is to get to page 200. So we will see if I can do that. I'm really excited. I'm loving it so far. Did I speak about this book already to you guys, or was that in the book club? But I said in the book club that I feel like her writing in this is very different from Happy Place. I think I did already say this. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet and read a little bit. Okay, I finally finished Funny Story by Emily Henry. I love the cover. I love this bouquet of flowers for some reason specifically. Like, I'm just obsessed with it. I love this color blue. Like, something about the covers of Emily Henry's books really just hit, especially in hardcover. Like, they're so pretty. I do have notes. I have notes. Let's see, let me pull up my Notion. The part where she is telling about how Daphne moved all over as a child, made friends with Sadie through the like Jane Austen book club. You literally completely forget where you're at in the story and are completely transported. I think that this book, well, I feel like it's a 3-star book for me, like my personal experience with it. But as a work of art, I would say that this is a 4 to 5-star book for sure. But my experience with it was not a 4 to 5-star experience with it. Does that make sense? Like, you can read a classical piece of literature and be like, yes, this is genius, amazing, 5-star. But my experience with it was not giving 5 stars. So for that reason, I have to give this, I'll give it a 4. Although I want to give it a 3. But her writing bumps up to a 4. And I think that most people would say that this is like a 4 to 5-star read for them. Her writing is phenomenal. I thought she did such an amazing, like, there are just so many little parts in it that it's like, ooh, you gotta underline. Like, I did underline a good amount in this book, I would say. Also, this book is very The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived coded. And that's one of my favorite Taylor songs right now because it's quite literally very relatable, if you will. And Daphne has this moment with her mom, and her mom is like, you deserve a better dad. I wish I could give that to you. There are so many little niche moments like that where it's like, if you get it, you get it. If you have a father like Miss Daphne's father, if you are like Daphne, if you have a mom who's like, you just get it, you know? Also, oh my gosh, she deserves, Emily Henry gets a 5-star for introducing Starfire. She is the funniest character in this book, although she is also my worst nightmare because she is an astrology freak, and believes that in her past life, she was on the Titanic. Yeah, people like that terrify me. I know some people like that. I've known people like that, and they're insufferable and genuinely my worst nightmare. But as a character, the fact that Emily Henry even knew that that type of person exists in the world and then put it in this story was just so funny to me. Like, she's a very funny woman for doing that, because it's like, if you know, you know. If you've met someone like that who believes that they've been like reincarnated and they freaking were Cleopatra in a past life, it's just really funny, like, to introduce a character like that. There was also a part, like, chapter 25 and on is literally my life. I love the part where Miles is telling Daphne, it's like, your dad not wanting to be around you is not a you problem, it's actually a him problem, because people hate being around other people who see them for who they really are. And I'm like, honestly, speak on it. Speak on it. People hate being around other people who have already found them out. Like, I've already clocked you. I know exactly who you are. I know exactly what you are. At the end of the day, you are what you did. Okay, smallest man who ever lived. I am loving that whole aspect of it. The main thing, I think that what bumps it down from a 5 to a 4 for me is Miles. Okay, like, I just, like, give me a man. Give me a strong male character. I just didn't love, like, I think we may have taken golden retriever energy a tad too far. Trust me, I love a golden retriever energy. But don't literally turn him into a dog. Please. Like, let's keep the manly aspects there. There were just some parts of the book where I'm like, and we're supposed to be rooting for him. And we're supposed to be rooting for him. And I wasn't really rooting for him. So I think that's what kind of just, you know, took it down for me. If you grew up with like a single mom, I think that you would love this book. If you grew up with a dad or have a dad that is distant, that chooses other women, other families, literally anybody, anything besides his actual children, I think that you will resonate with this book and love it. I feel like the last like 12 chapters is all about how, not all about, but like the main thing I took away from it is how you go from being a child and having your parents. And that's where like some of your most, obviously you have a lot of childhood memories that probably bring you a lot of joy. And then as you get older, eventually it kind of clicks that like some of your most joyful memories, like there's actually a quote that Emily Henry wrote that basically some of your most joyful memories are kind of emphasized by how terrible your parents were or how your dad wasn't around. So like, oh yeah, I remember mom always taking me to the park, and like you remember that joyful memory because it's emphasized by your father not being there. And I feel like the last like 12 chapters is specifically just really highlights the adults that now have to kind of deal with their parents being such burdens that you can't even live your life because your parents are always being so annoying, so childish, don't know how to grow up, won't grow up, and then project their problems onto their now adult children. And they have to, like, as adults, we're like going through our freaking childhood trauma now, and also adult trauma that still continues to go on because your parents refuse to flipping grow up. And that was Chef's Kiss. Emily Henry. I need to talk to Emily Henry because how does she know all this? How does she know all this? Oh, I love this part also with Daphne is talking about her dad, and she's like, because truthfully, I don't feel hurt by him right now. Wronged? Sure. Hurt? No. He's not capable of that anymore. And I relate to that so hard. Like when you're just like, what the frick ever? I'm over being hurt by people who were supposed to love me. I'm over being hurt by people that are supposed to care about me, and they don't even get that power anymore. And I fear once your child has gotten to that, once your children have gotten to that point where they're just like, you can't even hurt me anymore. Like, I won't even shed a tear over you. You've lost them. And I feel like this book does a great job at just kind of showing the timeline of that. In The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, Taylor says, in 50 years will all this be declassified and you'll confess why you did it, and I'll say good riddance because it wasn't sexy once it wasn't forbidden. Literally, Daphne, this might be kind of a spoiler so if you want to skip forward, but Daphne's dad trying to come back into her life and be like, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be like the best dad ever, and then letting her down again. And later on in the book, when they're on the phone, Daphne and her dad are on the phone, and he's like, you gotta, like, just listen to me. And she's like, I have to go, bye. And it's like, and I'll say good riddance because, like, freaking bye. Like, not another second will I deal with the kind of person that you are. I also loved how it's clear that Daphne and Miles' relationships with their parents directly affects how they are in relationships. I thought that was great. Like, I just thought that was amazing. Is this a 5-star book? Is this a 5-star book? I just can't give it 5 stars because of, like, I just didn't love Miles that much. I wish that he was a little bit different. I don't know. Okay, if you've read this book, do you feel like the dialogue for Miles was accurate? Like, I don't know if maybe because I'm married to a man who just doesn't talk that way, like our dialogue isn't that way. It was just hard for me to kind of picture a man speaking that way. So I don't know if that's why I just didn't really resonate with Miles that much. I don't know. So anyway, it's a 4-star book for me. I thought it was great. I think Emily Henry is genius level of a writer. Like, if you really pay attention to how she breaks everything down, the amount of information that she'll include on one page without making it feel like an information dump is actually genius level. Like, it is. Like, in my notes, I literally wrote genius. Like, just genius. Genius. So anyway, that is Funny Story, and that is also the end of this video. I read this, I read Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I also read The Silent Library. All very, very great books. Would definitely recommend. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Also, do you guys see I have my chair? I posted a reel about it if you guys want to go watch it. And we have a little gallery wall loading, which will probably be finished by the next video. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.